Good afternoon and welcome back. So today we're going to do a little bit of unboxing here. Obviously it's a guitar and I can tell right now they loaded this thing head stock down, so we'll see how that turns out. Real quick, you guys missed this unboxing. Just show you real quick about another Zakk Wylde ZW 45 wah pedal. So yeah, nothing real big and exciting there, but it does have all the paperwork and stuff. It is used, but it's in real good shape. So I used to have every single one of the Zakk Wylde pedals, and yeah, I'm starting to collect them again. I'm on my, let's say, 9th Zakk Wylde guitar, so I figured, hey, I'll collect all the pedals again if I can. The hardest one is going to be the ZW 357. That's the Roto Vibe. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this guitar open and see what I have loaded up here, headstock down. At least that's what I think anyhow, just by feeling the box, the weight of it. I gotta tell you, the shipping's getting out of control. This come from Connecticut and I live in Ohio, so that's just a stone throw away, and it was over $100 just for the shipping. So crazy times on shipping. And look it, I was right, headstock down. And I took my shipping label off so you guys didn't have my exact address. So that is definitely not the way you load a guitar. But I got this out of a pawn shop in Connecticut. Boy, let me see here. I'll set it down. There we go. So yes, this came out of Connecticut at a pawn shop, and I guess you guys can go ahead and see right here what it is. 1988 Gibson Lucille, another 345. It says it's the original hard shell case. It appears to be that way. Voila, here we go. So let me just hang this over here for a second before we take a closer look at that. I just want to see what they got here in the case because it's been molested. Here is the original key to the case. That's good. I don't know why they put the old string pack in there. Good enough. Okay, so they replaced the knobs. So they used real Gibson knobs. That's nice. So in here, oh, there goes a screw. Guess let me get this case up and out of the way too here. All right. So I'd already dropped a screw out of the bag. So from what I understand about it, obviously the three-way switch took a dump. That's the original three-way switch. Here's the one of the two original input jacks, because this should have two. It should have a stereo and mono on it. These are the original pots, and I assume that there's nothing wrong with them. I am going to put this back the way it was. Here's the other input jack. So we got everything original on it. I'll try to put it all back in there except for obviously the three-way switch is hit, so that's not going back in there. And then I can see why they replaced the knobs. These two here are busted, so they're not going back on. But I do have a couple original ones that I can put back on it, which I probably will do that because I like guitars to be as original as they can when there's something special. Alright, so we'll stick all that back in there for now. Let's take a good look at this here. So, 1988 Gibson Les Paul 345 Lucille in ebony. And you guys are seeing it for the first time just like I am. Lots of finish checking in it. It's got a TP6 on it. Veritone switch, but you hear that? It says the Veritone switch was bypassed. You can tell that three-way switch is brand new, and the knobs. So, also on the back plate here, it says missing 2 screws. When I seen the pictures of it, it's not missing the screws. I mean, it is, but it's not because they're gone. It's because they won't fit. There's the hole in it's enormous. But so the back of it is faring very well. I can see some finish checking starting in it, but no real buckle rash to speak of or anything. It is quite filthy. Around the edge, looks pretty good there. It's got a little bit of finish checking here around the strap lock. Your normal finish chipping here in between the neck joint and the body. It's not too bad. I mean, this is vintage. It's like 35 years old now, so I'd say this is in really good shape. Something nasty on the neck right there, and I'm sure all that'll clean off. What I couldn't understand though is, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Look at this area right here, the end of the truss rod cover and the bottom of the headstock. It looks like somebody went in there and beat on it, like with a little tiny ball peen hammer or something. I noticed that in the pictures, but I thought, well, I'll still give it a shot and see what happens. It looks like the truss rod cover was painted or something. That's very strange. I'll have to take that off. But it appears that it does have the original pickups and stuff in it. Let's go ahead and, since it only has 2 screws in it, well, there's the, got the Gibson tuners on it. So they're not Grovers. They are kind of Grover-like. I don't know if Grover makes them for them or not. Let me grab a screwdriver here. And we'll zip that back cover off. See what a mess they made in here. If I can get my buddy Ben to fix this, that would be great. If you guys get bored waiting around for me to do videos, go check out Augment Guitar and watch Ben. He's doing all kinds of different stuff over there. He actually really knows what he's doing. There's the back of the cavity cover there. Yeah, so here we go. They didn't even bother tightening that back down, but they only have 1 input jack hooked up. So this is the only one they have hooked up. Not sure why they did that, probably because they bypassed the Veritone. But nonetheless, we will get that straightened out and back the way it's supposed to. Looks like they have tried once before, if you can see there. They put some kind of stick in it. See that right there? Some kind of stick shoved down through the hole. Yep, the other side too. So what I'll do is I'll nip them off, and I'm going to put a piece of tape behind the hole and just fill those with some black epoxy, all of them, and start over. It looks like they actually tried to set it in a different spot, but didn't work out for them. So that will have to get fixed up. So nonetheless, we do have a vintage 345 Gibson Lucille, and it's showing its age, and I think it's checking out pretty nice. I mean, we'll see how it looks once I get it all cleaned up. We'll do another video on it. I just wanted to do a fast unboxing on this to make sure that it wasn't busted and all broken up. So now I can go up and leave the guy feedback and tell him it arrived okay. So yeah, there we go. We got a Gibson BB King 345. I'm just going to throw this back plate back on it for now because it's going to hang on the rack. It looks like all 4 of these holes were stripped out. And then that's why they put this stick in the 2 of them. Like I said, we'll get that figured out, but check out Augment Guitars though. And check out Ben and tell him he needs to do a video fixing this thing. put that on his YouTube channel. So there we have it, guys. BB King 345 1988, all original condition, other than they just molested it and changed the pots in it. So we will get the original pots back in there as long as they work. If not, we'll probably just have to make sure we have correct Gibson pots in it and fix it up. But definitely want to get that working correctly. So I might even find an older or an aged input jack just so it matches. I think that should be gold too, because all the hardware on this is gold and they put chrome ones in it. Let's see what this... Well, the input jacks were chrome, or at least nickel. And then the three-way switch, you can't tell because it's missing the switch. But I would say it appears that it was gold, and that looks like it really took a hit. I don't see any cracks in the top or nothing. But look at that. Look how bent these are. And I would say that was definitely a gold input or a three-way switch, because you can tell by the coloring here. All the other ones that I've dealt with have been silver. So I'm assuming that that three-way switch should have been gold. So I'll try to find a aged gold switch, at least a period correct one that works, to put back in there. Try to restore this. So there we have it. I'll get this all apart. We'll check out the pickups, take that funky truss rod cover off. I don't know if you can see around the edge of the truss rod cover, it's missing paint. So it's like they painted over a metal one or something. I don't know. We'll get it apart and check it out. But like I said, I just wanted to get this unboxed, make sure it was okay. So stay tuned for the video where we take it apart, see what's inside as far as pickups and whatnot, and give it a good cleaning, restring it, and I'll have my dad or somebody that knows how to play better than I do give it a test run, see how it sounds as is, and then we're going to go get that thing fixed. So just another quick update. The Lay's loft cabinets, I do have both the baffles stained black and lacquered. I didn't go any further on these because they haven't picked out material yet. And I'm going to take these back down to the loft and make sure that they don't want to pre-drill holes in this, because there's absolutely no holes in this whatsoever for chassis, handles, or anything like that. So I'm going to take these back down, do a little more discussion with them on that. And we do have... Dad stripped this down. This was the brand spanking new Rumble 25 bass amp. So there's nothing left in that. It's all sanded down and ready to be covered. I still have to take the grill cloth off of this because we're going to be replacing that too. So we have 3 amplifier projects here, and I'm still working on that Super 60. I have been extremely busy, so don't expect a lot of uploads this summer. I was doing an upload pretty much every day or every other day through the winter, but now that it's summertime, there's a lot of things that are calling my name, and this isn't one of them. So be patient. Things will come. They're just going to trickle in now through the summer. The next 2 or 3 months is going to be slow, but we will pick back up and get in the game come fall. And once it starts snowing, and I don't have a ton of yards and stuff like that to mow and other things to keep up on, we'll be able to come down here and play a lot more. So right now, I'm just really busy. Not much I can do about it. It's life. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget we're just beyond the halfway point now of the giveaway amp. So if you're watching for the first time, don't forget to like and subscribe. I got quite a few giveaways coming up. So until next time, make sure you guys check out Ben at Augment Guitar. Give him a shout out. He's building a Telecaster from eBay. So if you guys are interested in figuring out how to build a guitar on your own, that man can build them from scratch. So check him out.